Hey, it's Todd the Mod here, and yesterday I'm about to talk about a few things that are near and dear to my heart, which is vinyl and vinyl collecting. As you can see, I love to collect vinyl records and have been since I was a kid. And yesterday was the day after Thanksgiving, so it was Black Friday, but it was also Record Store Day. And for someone who's been a vinyl collector for a long time, I've never got to experience a record store day. So with my friend Nigel here in Arizona. I picked him up and we went to Zia's record store, which is one of my favorite record stores that I go to. I have another one that's more of a mom and pop shop. It's called the In Groove, which I absolutely love the In Groove as well. They have got such a great selection of records. But I went to Zia's yesterday in Tempe, Arizona, because they had a specific record I was looking for that was not a record store day exclusive. Um, and it was the only place I could find it. So I ended up just going there to Zia's. So out of all the things on the list this year, or this for this record store day, I should say, there's only two things I really, really wanted. So we got there about 8 o'clock, and of course, there was already a line out by the door. So we were probably about 50 people out from the door. So I was a little nervous to see if I was actually going to get these two records. I kind of figured they would go fast. So let me show you the records and see what you think. So the first one is English Beat. I just can't stop it. And this was a Record Store Day exclusive. It's a double album. And what's cool about this, it's actually on clear vinyl. Pull that out here. Be very careful, but it's on clear vinyl. Both LPs are, which is very, very cool. I used to actually have this album back in the 80s when it came out. I don't think it was the first pressing by any means, but I had a copy of this record. And sadly don't have it no more. So I was really stoked they re-released this record on vinyl, on clear vinyl. Some of my favorite songs of this is, of course, Mirror in the Bathroom. I love their version of the Smokey Robinson and the Miracles song, Tears of a Clown. That's a great version of that song. Ranking Full Stop, which I love that song. It's a fun song to listen to. And Best Friend, which for those of you who know me, I used to be in a band called the 80s Underground in San Diego, and we used to do Best Friend. In fact, I will post a link somewhere around here if you want to check that out. But yeah, great album. So stoked I got this on clear vinyl. So I've already gave it a spin this morning and was having a good time listening to it. So awesome. The next one I am really stoked about. I didn't think they would ever re-release this on vinyl. I was working for the Apple store at the time this came out, and I remember our playlist every morning. If I had to open the store or be an opener or whatever, the first song was always by this band, and just really fell in love with the album. Ended up buying it on iTunes, I think, but the joy of playing it for me on iTunes, it's much better on some physical copy, you know. So I was stoked they released this for Record Store Day, and it's Rilo Kiley's Under the Black Light. And what's really cool about this is that they pressed it on translucent purple vinyl. So it looks just like this here, which I think is really pretty, actually. I have purple vinyl. Johnny Marr's Call the Comet is on purple vinyl, but this is like a translucent color. It's really cool. Anyway, great album. I just love every song on this album is just remarkable. Silver Lining, Under the Black Light, Dream World. I mean, give it a little love. This is a great album. If you haven't checked them out, you should definitely check them out. If you find a copy from Record Store Day, still definitely get it. But great album. Really stoked I was able to get a copy of this because when I was, the way Zia's record did it was, you know, you line up outside and then they kind of herd you into the store when they open, and then you go around like the CD shelves, and upon the CD shelves in the rows are the Record Store Day exclusives in alphabetical order. So I got English Beat okay, but I was getting a little nervous getting to the R section. And I was like, and then of course, sure enough, people were grabbing Rilo Kiley as they were going by. And so I was like, oh no. So I got like one, I think there was like maybe 4 copies left after I grabbed mine. So I'm really stoked to get this. I'm not sure if they're ever going to re-release it again or if this is just exclusively for Record Store Day. But anyway, cool. Check them out. Awesome band. They're not together anymore, but they're really cool. Another thing that's a couple things I got that are not Record Store Day. exclusive is Johnny Marr, The Best of Spirit Power. And this is actually really cool because it's got 2 new studio tracks on there, and it's on gold vinyl, which is very, very cool. Looks pretty. Yeah, so he recorded 2 new songs for this, which I don't know how I feel about that. Like, I have all of his other stuff on vinyl record. I have his first album, The Messenger, then Playland, and then Adrenaline, which is a live album, and then Call the Comet, and then Spirit Power Soul. I got the EP and the full-length album and the remix, the Vince Clarke remix. But he has 2 new songs in here, and I'm not sure how I feel about that. I mean, this is cool to have all the great songs in one collection, don't get me wrong, but it's also kind of, I don't know if I hate it or if I don't care, but it's like when artists do that, where they do a greatest hits, but they have like 1 or 2 new songs in there, and so you have to buy the album to get those 1 or 2 new songs. It's like, well, but it's Johnny Marr, and here's how I look at it. It's Johnny Marr, okay? My biggest influence on guitar. Great guy, great artist in concert too, and he's from the Smiths, so I don't mind spending the money to get it. Just not sure how I feel about it. Let me know how you feel about it. Drop a comment here and see how you feel about artists releasing a greatest hits album with 1 or 2 new tracks on it. Anyway, cool, I got this. Now, the reason why I went to Zia's was for this next one, because it was the only record store I know of in Arizona that had it, and I needed this album to complete my collection on vinyl. And it's one of my favorite groups, and it's the Trash Can Sinatra's Wild Pendulum. And I would pull out the vinyl, but it's just on black vinyl. I know they had pressings on color, I believe. If you order from, I think it's Last Night in Glasgow, they have, I think, colored vinyl on this still, or they re-released it on colored vinyl, but I wasn't going to wait that long, so that's why I went to Zia's specifically for this, because if not, I probably would have gone to In the Groove for Record Store Day, because I like them a lot, and I really do want to support local mom and pop record shops. I think it's very important to do that. Anyway, great album. This completes my Trash Can Sinatra's collection on vinyl, and great song of this album, Best Days on Earth. Check it out. It's such a wonderful song. They're such a great group. Just love them to pieces. And this next artist, I have yet to find it on vinyl, but it kind of ties in from Trash Can Sinatra's. The lead singer of Trash Can Sinatra's is Frank Reeder, and his sister is named Eddie Reeder, and she was in a band called Fairground Attraction. And so I used to have a promo 12-inch of the song Perfect, which was their big hit off this album. I sadly don't have it no more. And one of these days I'll make a video as to why I don't have the record collection I used to have, but I rebuilt, as you can see. Anyway, this is a great album that came out in 1988, and she's got such a wonderful voice. Perfect is a great song. Most of the songs on this album are just wonderful, so check them out. Fairground Attraction. They're kind of like a Sweeney kind of, I don't know how to really describe them, but they're a really cool band, Fairground Attraction. So anyway, that was my Record Store Day findings. Let me know what you think. If you went to Record Store Day, what did you get? Drop a comment below. Subscribe to the channel. Hit that bell so you know when there's new videos. I try to make a video at least once a week. I'm just here to discuss vinyl stuff and music stuff and all kinds of fun stuff. It's just a little outlet for me to talk to people. And thanks for watching. I really do appreciate it. Hope you have a wonderful week, and we'll talk to you soon. Take care. Bye-bye.